Alright, guys, I have to film this again because my camera decided to stop. This is finally my favorite Batman movie of all time, Batman Returns. Let's just jump in through it. I'm already warmed up because my camera has been filming for some time and decided to stop. So thank you, camera. I have to say the same shit again. So let's jump into it. I am at the Warner Brothers logo. So, three, two, one, and go. Is my camera live? Is it working? Yes, please continue to do so. So, I love this is my favorite soundtrack of any Batman material, my favorite Batman soundtrack of all time. Of course, to play with my favorite movie and to introduce Snow in Gotham is such um, a thematic uh, because the penguin is the villain, so penguins have to live in cold temperatures, and I don't think that was the point because they could have done as the parents yell. And I like the fact when I saw the behind the scenes, the making of this Batman movie with Tim Burton. We can see all the sketches of the penguin he made, and just having him as a deformed baby, like not it was really very the parents yeah. How much martinis do you have to drink to the music? How much martinis do you have to drink to throw your baby in a sewer? I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just getting camera because I'm fucking mad about it. I was on a roll and fuck it. And yeah, the children choir makes because a big theme of this movie is children. The deformed child who becomes the villain. His plan about the first stealing and maybe killing the firstborn of every Gothamite, and not every Gothamite but every rich Gothamite, like everybody who he should have been a part of. That's when Max Schreck said, you two, to Bruce, you two could have been friends at the at school or whatever. Yeah, because if Penguin was born, if Oswald Cobblepot was born like a normal man, of course the rich families of Gotham must go to the same school and whatever and blah blah blah. But yes, here we have, instead of following the bat symbol, we have the sewers transporting the villain, and we just get to the military march in the sewers very slowly, very methodically, and I love it. I love it even more than the bat symbol. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit paranoid. I'm beginning to get the hang of this, guys. Stay with me. I love how the sewers look. It looks a lot, if you think about it, like the Batcave. It's the same kind of rock, the same kind of Gotham. It's like Gotham's belly. And Gotham's belly can only like make animals and make monsters and make creatures. It's like Gotham can only spit out monsters. And Batman is one, and Joker was one. and now Penguin is one. And yeah, so I last thing I want to say in the intro was that the choir, the choir. Here, this choir, it is so epic, and I love that. Of course, the first Batman was a bomb, an atomic bomb of money. So they just said to Tim Burton, "Do whatever the fuck you want with the sequel," and I pray that they do the same thing. I mean, they already pretty much made told Matt Reeves. I don't think he had many restrictions because making a 3 hour Batman movie, a noir detective movie, and I know the Batman will be my next commentary. I am sorry, it's very long. It's a lot of stuff, but yeah, of course Gotham with the matte paintings looking always as great, and the winter and the introduction of the empire of Max Schreck. Then nothing calms my mind more than Gotham in the winter. It sounds so great. It looks so great. Again, the decor, the decorum, the both the the gods pulling the lever in the background. We can yeah, the two godlike forms that are pulling the lever are a beginning of the theme of what Joel Schumacher built from, and he made them like Greek gods. He made it like a myth. So Tim Burton was very much in the Gothic world, and Joel Schumacher was more in the Greek god world because that's the answer to the way the bat suit with the nipples and everything, because he was like these superheroes are like Greek gods, and that's why in Greek. Anyway, I will do a Batman Forever commentary because it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I think they're very. Val Kilmer is actually one of my favorite Batman and Bruce Wayne. Mostly Bruce Wayne. Anyway, introduction of Max Schreck and Selene Kyle. Of course, Shrek being named after the vampire from the 40s or 50s, and because they want to suck the power, and Michelle Pfeiffer giving us the introduction and the creation of what has been very, very much tried to do since. Like even in the Wonder Woman 2, they had still the same in Batman Forever, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, in the Wonder Woman 2, the quirky, awkward, weak, um, low level enforcer, low level character who has glasses and the hair and the weird speech pattern and the weird the weak position in the company, who becomes a full-fledged villain. That this was in 1992. This created the trend. So, and Michelle Pfeiffer just plays it to the perfection. And of course, they don't care about her at all. She's invisible. But I like that. I like that. She has already a temper. She has already kinda. Even in French, it's funny. So even in French, they couldn't make her bad. It's so great. And people, I don't understand the complaint because people say that Gotham's introduction of the penguins is my camera still working? Yes, victory. So yeah, people complain about this scene because they say it makes Gotham small, feel small, because for a big speech for they're like the people are like confined and there's only like 150 people and that makes that makes Gotham small, and I don't agree because it's like, what do you want? 10,000 people like a rock concert? I mean, what do you want? And it's like, of course, it's televised. It's not. It fits the set they have built, and it's a great, and they use it. She has so much on her plate. Oh darn! Like Shrek. And Danny DeVito's first world, excuse me. I love the circus gang. I love the design. I love how violent they are. I love how threatening they are. Very more. They really upped the violence a notch in this one, in the sequel. Not mine. Bang, and the special effects and the I love the team. Danny Elfman wrote about them. The Vincent Schiavelli with the machine gun. It's great. A strong man. Yeah, they're the circus. They're the circus gang. And now we have the somber team. Boom. And the study is so beautiful. The big empty room. And at first, I didn't. I in my youth, I didn't understand. Like first, of course, the lamps or whatever you may call them, that are reverberating the bat signal and turning to him. Like, yeah, it anybody could go there and say like, what do you have those lamps up there? What with the Batman sign? It's like what? It's like no, it's okay. It says that Batman is so recluse and so far. He just lives when in the first one when we saw the how far the Batmobile with his incredible speed, how far he has to go to the Batcave. That leads you to say, well, yeah, the Wayne Manor is way off Gotham City. It's in Gotham City, but it's in it's so far. So I mean, it's just a It's fine. I don't care about it. But yeah, my friend, my best friend was the first one to say, yeah, what does Batman do? You know, it's like maybe 10 midnight or whatever, maybe midnight because it's Christmas Day. What is he doing? I mean, yes, he trained in the morning, yeah, or in the afternoon, and he did his things. And what is he doing then? He cannot be training all the time. So what is he doing? Answer: Tim Burton completely understood Batman. He's waiting, waiting, and his eyes flew open. He doesn't move a muscles until the symbol comes up. Fantastic. Not you. Bang. Shrek. Man. Fire. Batman comes. Takes them down. Non-lethal bullets. Non-lethal. You guys don't understand. This car is fucking bulletproof. And again, so people are gonna say in a second, you see, Batman kills people. Keaton kills people. These people just were armed with machine guns, were trying to kill him, and now this guy and he always saw civilians on fire. So he just says, "But this Batman, like I said in my '89 commentary, this Batman is not the most violent, it's not the most brutal, he's not the most angsty, he is the most psychotic. He doesn't kill. He's only psychotic. It's like the Dark Knight Returns. Like, you broke his legs, or you blah blah blah. No, he's young. He'll walk again, or whatever. He just turns the Batmobile, and okay, big guy, you want to use fire? I'll use mine. And again, if you die, then because you put everything on fire, you destroyed a business with your fire. Now you're on fire. And if you die from it, that's your problem. You're in my way. That's how I see it. I love. I love the new suit. I love the new suit. And he doesn't give I love the way that he just leaps off the Batmobile and the cape flowing, and he doesn't give a fuck, and people coming into him. He just like doesn't have a second to waste. And just to analyze I love the new suit. I love the new ears, more pointy. The mask is more it is slimmer and more refined, and the body plate, the body plates of armor are most likely in the front, and I love that he's bulletproof in the front, but the sides are not protected, and that makes him vulnerable to Catwoman's little nails. So yeah, I love that. So just break down the scene, the fight scene. Uh, Basic shoulder grapple with a big knee in, so Muay Thai. And after, I think it just a big punch out, like get the fuck out of my way. Yep, the fuck out of my way. Doesn't have time for you. I love Batman has never looked so good than at 15 minutes and 52 seconds in the light and the shadow on his mask. I love. I like my Batman has long pointy ears, long ears all day long. Oh yes, and I love the. Oh, he's looking at him. He's just beautiful. You missed. Oh, did I? Bang. It's you. You need therapy. Like she's sassy. She has a little angst in her. Again, this emulates completely how Tim Burton understands Batman and how Batman should be. It's a complete contrast of the Nolan movies because here we have, of course, we have a good thing and a less good thing. The good thing is Batman is acting like Batman. He doesn't talk. He doesn't hold on conversations. He doesn't explain anything. He just does his job and goes home. That's it. But it creates the dilemma that we don't have much to see about Gordon. But it's not the alliance of them isn't less strong. It's just like just Gordon goes home and say, "Yeah, Batman is he's weird. But he doesn't speak a lot, but God does he get the job done. Thanks for saving the day, Batman." And he's already gone. And I like the look on Pat Ingle's face. It's like, oh, come on, Batman. You just that's it. But he's always there when he calls, so can't blame him. I still recording. Yeah, good. The score around the zoo, the miniatures, better, of course, than the first one. I love this. Who would have thought of this? Like, should we roll a camera through? How about the zoo in the winter when it's all broken and decaying and maybe it looks almost abandoned. It must be abandoned because the Penguin's gang lives there, so I think it's abandoned. I don't know, but in winter it surely is. And wow, Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Ah! And again, I like. And again, he says tragic irony or poetic justice. That's right there. That right there is a Batman theme because it can be very well, very well told about the Batman himself. Tragic irony or poetic justice. So I like how every Batman villain make him put has every good Batman villain has a piece of Batman inside himself. That's that just that's that that's what makes them great foes because they have similar maybe like the Penguin like background or thought process or how life have beat them up and how life has been cruel to them. So, yes, right there, what he says. And again, he may be lying here and he may be just preparing his ultimate masterpiece and his end game, but yeah, yeah, he's a tragic villain. He may be very evil, but I love this part. I love that he manipulates villains by being one step ahead of them. Toxic waste. And we always see he's putting hole against hole against hole against hole in Max Shrek's game. It's like, yeah. is in the end. Okay, so there's a lot to take in. It's okay. There's two villains in this. So what to say? Again, the set design is gorgeous. I love it's all in pretty pale pink, and I love how she deals with cats, and again, its transformation later will be sublime and shock and awe. What? And again, to again when they say it was a movie for children, no, it was a movie for adults because the idea of being a low level job nobody, being like this, like she just said, lowly assistant, becoming, how can anyone be so pathetic? And the tragic beginning, the tragic birth of the penguin, and is a deformed child, and Max Shrek being a perverted, twisted businessman, and everything is like, it's like things that could happen in real, things that happen every day in real adult life. But no child is gonna understand this. No child is gonna, even an adolescent, they won't. Of course, she has to go back to the office after hours. And he's just playing with her creepily. Of course, she's worthless. She can be discovered at the edge of his window when he wouldn't care because he's probably powerful enough to pay the police or pay whatever. He doesn't care. He's just so important. He doesn't give a fuck about. Guys, I'm just gonna pause a second. Be right back. All right, let's continue for great part of this movie. Uh, Iconic, whatever you want to call it. Shrek is pressing against her. Very good one. Hmm. And I love Christopher Walken in very small doses, and I have to interrupt. It's not like, actually, it's a lot like that. He's not joking. He is not joking. Uh-huh. Boom. Dang. He doesn't give a fuck. And okay, so let's dive in here, guys. Let's dive in. So, how she becomes Catwoman. I don't think it's because of the cat. Because you're gonna tell me like, oh, it's like with Catwoman and Halle Berry's Catwoman, when a cat god shoots power in her mouth and she becomes unrealistically powerful and agile and strong and blah blah blah. It's just remember, this is a gothic universe. This is a gothic world that is closed. Gotham is closed. It's not like in Batman v Superman. Then, oh well, Metropolis is there and Gotham is there and blah blah blah, or Nolan bullshit. Like, we have to. Batman, the best Batman movies are closed. Did you hear another city mentioned in Matt Reeves' The Batman? No. Gotham is closed. It's a cocoon. It's a self-contained universe that things sometimes unrealistic, like Clayface or Solomon Grundy or Killer Croc, or things are happening. You can't explain it always because it's just the nature. Again, the belly of the city. Uh, Eating and vomiting nightmares. So that's what Burton. That's where Burton's mind is. So again, for the creation of Catwoman, I don't. It's like I don't need a training montage. I don't need to see anything. But what they showed me, it's like whatever. What's to say about those cats? They munch her fingers. They lick her mouth. It's like they're all. It's like she's there. There's just 1,000 cats. It's like they're infusing something, but it's just a. It's not like it's not like they're giving life to her. It's not that simple. It's not like simplistic idea. It's a gothic world. So it's like the Greek gods, like they're just waking her up. Yeah, and the thing that she did with her eyes, she did it for real, and Tim Burton was on the floor. Okay, one of the best scenes of the movie. I will shut up because I like to think that the cats didn't give her powers and everything. The fall. I think I like to think that the brain trauma from the fall and her love from cats just got mingled, and she had like an another birth, a rebirth from that. That's I know it's not realistic, but it doesn't have to be. I love this. She's drinking milk overboard, and the way she used her eyes and her lips and her tongue. Fucking message how she hates. It's like this trauma has brought up all her rage that was dormant to the score, the score, the score, and her movements and her rage. It's like that. Yeah, the it's like a catharsis. It's like the trauma. The trauma. It's like Bruce Wayne. The trauma woke up something in him, which some may call supernatural. It's the same thing. The trauma just destroy her whole life, destroy how pathetic she was, she felt, destroy everything that was on her way to completely to complete freedom. And yeah, let's bring out some black paint and let's fuck everything up. Like I don't give a fuck anymore. And fuck these pink colored shirts and fuck this. I want something badass. Oh, or leather black leather coat. Yeah, let's keep that. And she trashes everything. Hell here. This and she all did this in a take. Break the little miniature house. Drops all his knitting kit and start doing her suit. like like the overflow of cats. Like cats have like other senses than humans. So if you say I'm going overboard with the fantastical and the gothic, well, not really, because animals like dogs, like cats, have altered senses. They can sense things you figuratively and instinctively that humans cannot. So, oh yeah, she likes it. So that's all combined to create this hell here. This shot is so beautiful. Like 50 cats and her in a costume from far away. The change in the Catwoman voice. Yeah, so much yummier. And again, like in the first one, the the speech from the mayor after violent crimes. Again, the mayor's baby is being stolen, and of course, I love how Penguin manipulates the he manipulates the Gothamites to his will and to serve his needs. triumphant music. And I like the duality in that the Penguin creates in Batman's mind and Bruce's mind, but there's not a lot of Bruce Wayne in this movie, but um, I like. Do I like? I'll let it play. I have to think about it. I haven't seen this in a very long time, so. And of course, a chance to find my mom and dad, and Batman is just heartily. I think he can of course relate to that, and just want at the first glance just want to help him do it, and hopes, like you said, I hope he finds them. I love it. I never catch that, but yeah. I was almost about to say, did what they had. Penguin says they did what they felt they need to do to a child that was born a little different. And Batman, Bruce is like, well, again, um, he feels so alike because I have to. I just run it back. Oh, fuck me. Oh no. God damn. Yes, yes. Sorry, my iTunes is fuck up for movies. Yeah, they did what they felt they had to do to a child who was born a little different. And like Batman, he doesn't like the light. He's born from darkness. Yeah, and a child was spent his first Christmas and many cents in a sewer. So for Bruce, it's not since his first Christmas, but from his, depending on the mythos, 8 years old, 9 years old, when his parents died. Do say what you will, um, but for Bruce, spending all these Christmases with Alfred alone, without his parents, he can relate totally to that. He is also a creature of darkness. He doesn't like light. He doesn't like exposure. He is a creature of darkness, and he has spent many Christmases alone, and uh, maybe not in the sewers, but in the Batcave, which is an already very, very, very dark place for the mind. You know, you everybody can speak about the Batcave, or it's cool and it's like gadgets and like the Batmobile and computers and blah blah blah. But think a second about again the gothic anthem of the, he is so deep underground with the bats and the reclusiveness and the loneliness and the dire work and physical danger. He has to put himself on the line again and again and again and again, always tragically so. And I like that, as in the first movie, Batman, Bruce just comes back from the Joker speech in the daylight, and he has a bullet hole in his coat, and he's already pouring a glass of water, and Bruce just said, I need a glass of water, and Alfred has already got one for him. And now, just as it speaks volumes to how Alfred understands Batman, and that's what makes Michael Go so great. Because, of course, this Bruce, this Batman, won't speak up. He keeps the pain inside. So Alfred knows that just by watching this and hearing these words, that he needs help. That's why he says something wrong. And of course, Penguin is claiming his noble status, but of course, it's all to serve his evil plan. But of course, he only, like many villains, he only focus on the rich. And I love Michael Keaton now in his black coat. The detective, it's just like none of this. Where have we? Of course, it wouldn't be newspapers. It was in 1992. But where have we ever seen Bruce Wayne in the Nolan trilogy do some real detective work? None. Just, just reading. Just reading. He's building a crime. Um, he is researching the crime endeavors of the circus gang, and so he's reading about them. And of course, he doesn't need the glasses. It's all in his mind. It's supposed to be cold. Must you have been Must you been the only lonely man beast in town? Very powerful phrase right there. The, you take off a word and the sentence doesn't hit as hard. Must you been the only lonely man beast in town? And again, I love how Alfred is involved, and as Alfred knows Bruce Wayne true and true. He's like, he knows what Bruce is thinking, he knows what Bruce is searching from for, he knows, and he's kind of have, in his later years, he had already speeches from the first movie as he didn't want to spend his last few years mourning for his loved ones. So again, now 3 years later, he has no patience anymore. So I love that he doesn't wait to tell Bruce how he thinks. And I love my favorite noise in the whole world, the Batmobile in the snow. It's so smooth. Uh, and again, Batman and his archenemy, few meters from each other, he just looks at him and he goes. And the score, the cemetery, just found his parents are dead. Again, like Bruce Wayne. The melody is so great. And it's like it's as epic as Catwoman's creation. And again, like Batman, roses on his on where his parents are. Same thing with a big, huge grave, as Batman's lore is doing with Batman's parents. Yeah, so as much as I like the Penguin, Catwoman is really my, of course, everyone dearest love, as the antagonist. She's just so great, and yeah, and as a fighting scene, it was just my giddy, my giddy, my giddy. It's a frontal kick, maybe a roundhouse, and she really does like mostly kicks, which is good for Catwoman, which is the same in Matt Reeves' The Batman. Yeah, Catwoman is very agile, so her legs are like living entities, and I like that she beats the man, but she she's not happy with the woman either. Yeah, make it so easy. Hear me roar. This is great. And of course, this is where Max Schreck uh, distills the idea of putting a new mayor in place to make his own end game, which is a power plant. But um, of course, it's ridiculous because, of course, Gotham. If there's one thing Gotham has, it's power. So I was I've always been like iffy jiffy on the whole power surplus and power plant and blah blah blah, but it just a means to an end, and it's like the climax of either Burton movies. It's like it's not about that. It's about the characters, and as long as they keep the characters sharp and interesting and developing, and we can see them um, take much many forms that we haven't seen them before, and developing them, and just seeing them grow. uh, that's all I want. That's all I want to have from these movies. I don't need anything else. So when you say, well, the Catwoman birth, and well, Batman kills, and well, no, no, it's not. It's not that point. It's Batman ends violence. That's his goal. If he wanted to kill someone, he would be armed with an AK-47 and would shoot in the hole. That's what he would do. Why would he fight with his fists? We're not in a Zack Snyder movie. We're in a gothic opera. Yeah, I could go 15 rounds with you. Yeah, and Max Shrek has a point. You know, I don't have, and I Bruce Wayne is kind of breaking character a bit. Like I don't have a mob boss like Cobblepot in my corner, and it's like, well, how do you know he's a mob boss and he's with the circus gang, and how do you know this? And later, well, and Max Shrek says it, and how dare you with your where you Bruce Wayne born with a silver platter on a silver spoon in the mouth, you know. Yeah, and he says you're like right there. He controls the Red Triangle gang, and it's like it puts a lot of heat and a lot of light on Batman, on Bruce's identity, and it's like, how the fuck do you know this? It's like it's a little bit strange. I never quite understood it, but again, figure out. Look at Michael Keaton. Look at Max Shrek. Max Shrek is like 4 inches taller. Who in their right mind would think that Michael Keaton is fucking Batman? The answer is nobody. And the return of Selena Kyle, now empowered. Selena. And Bruce is all smiling and like, hey, I like this girl. Batman is. She's so macabre. You should just die. And Bruce is like jaw open the whole time. And I love how awkward Bruce Wayne is, and I love the little gag that there's I mistook me for someone else, and like, and she said, "You mistook me," and like, yeah, this is not what that I said. It's like it's a callback to the famous scene with the Joker, and when he tries to explain to Vicky Vale who he is and everything, because he knows better now. He knows he can't explain it to someone that he loves or someone that he has feelings for, but it's the same team, the same goal, but it's just to bring again Bruce's psyche up front, and how they both, and that's why Sin Nakal is a this Sin Nakal is a much more better love interest with Bruce, because they have so much in common psychologically wise. They just are one and the same. Like he says at the ending, we're the same, split right at the center. And it's That's why it's a beautiful script. Beautiful script. And she's so confident now, and nobody recognizes her. Like, what the fuck happened to her? I love the humor. Yeah, I just like the vision. Ah, I love because it's so hard to write a coherent script with two villains, but they've just done it. Again, Sam Ham, I know he has another writer with him, but Sam Ham, where is he now? What the fuck? I have to check out his IMDb. It's like, he was. If Sam Ham could write scripts today, nobody would. Nobody would. I guess the modern era of cinema that we all have to keep up with. I don't know if he would be a virtuoso anymore, but he's probably my favorite writer. He's. I'm a vegan, but I'm hungry. I'm going. Oh. He just eats his nose. Jesus Christ, it was bloody. Hmm. I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything well. Am I? Is it still working? Yeah, oh my God! Whoa, whoa. It's like I'm just in awe of the acting and of the rapport of the bad guys. And burn, baby, burn. Trailer line, but good line. Oh yeah, and he's already there. Smacks their heads together. Okay, so three martial arts guy, agile guy. So I will break this fight scene, which is I think better than the first Batman movie. So the first one goes for a turn kick, a turn head kick, like from Taekwondo. He just drops, which isn't Batman's character. He's an evasive. He's a master of evasion. And when Jesse turns, it's like, oh, you're going down. And he knocks him out, checks a kick, the, checks a kick with the knee, evade the other kick. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no, no, I did it again. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, guys. I'm there. I just want, okay. Evades the kick, knocks him out. Batman punches so hard. Checks a kick with the leg, evades another kick, kicks him in the head. Okay, so now we have a block of the hand, uh, punch in the throat, and you could say just a throw, a basic throw with the wrists, maybe aikido if you want to call it that. Evades another kick, checks it. I like this one. He checks a kick, roundhouse to the face, which makes him lose his hat, and a right left through the jaw. Oof! Now, bad defense. literally baseball bat defense. Just uh, evades with the belly, and that's what you have to do with a bat, with a long with any weapons, with any knife or bat or stick defense. You got to get in close. So he gets close to take to he has to get close to suppress, because what is the advantage of the baseball bat? It has range. It adds, like, it's what, 4 feet tall, so it adds 4 feet to your range. But if you're close and you're blocking the weapon, then your advantage is gone. So he's face to face with the guy, so he does what should be done. So he grabs the weapon, knees him, kicks him with the right weapon, drops, so the two guys each other, bang, headbutt. Always great when Batman headbutts. Nunchucks, swords, angry dog. Let's bring some gadgets. 1, 2, 3, almost 4. Then here, classical jujitsu shoulder lock. So we have a shoulder lock on the. So you hold the wrist like you see is doing, and normally you should get your other arm around the elbow to break it. But now he has a sword in the mouth, so he's pouring, like, it's a shoulder lock, not really elbow lock. He doesn't have to break everything. It's like he's already manipulating him well. So he dodged the sword, and now he's dropping his mass with the arm lock, and he's having a sword in the mouth. So he's just dropping up the sword and slinging it up. So in the jaw. So bang. And I love how someone with a bomb is running to Batman, and Batman says the jab to the face. Jab to the face. It's a classic. It's like, hey, you want to get to me? Jab to the face. Oh, the bomb. Bam. Get the fuck out. So yeah, just nice, simple Batman fight. It's for the 1990s. It's great. A little bit taekwondo, a little bit jiu-jitsu, a little bit of aikido. I like Catwoman playing around in Shrek's sporting goods. And she has her whip now. First time we see her with her whip, which she practiced. Michelle Pfeiffer practiced the hell out of this whip. Bang, bang. I love. She just relishes. I think that's the greatest thing about Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, is that she relishes in. And again, a military march. Snap. And it's just a back fist, but it just like, shut the fuck up. It's like, I like that this Batman is doesn't. It's just he lets people go to him. It's like he doesn't chase people. He's just like, oh yeah, you want to run towards me? Boom. Ah. And there, the strong man. He had to face the strong man because it's Batman. Go ahead and hit me. Bang. And the best Batman smile. Pang! And again, oh, Batman just killed someone. No, he could have freed himself from the bomb. He could have. He provoked me. He told me to hit him, so I hit him. If he has a bomb attached to him somehow, well, that's his problem. It's not mine. Fuck him. I love it. You know, when they say, like, I love, again, don't misquote me. I love Heath Ledger's Joker. But I love Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman even more. Because she really is. She, she's been so uptight and so squeezed her whole life that now that she's free, she can just have fun. She likes just having fun. She doesn't care. It's like, meow. She's like, I love the mask. The mask is so better defined now. We see more of the jaw, we see more of the eyes, we see more of the nose, and I like that. It's just going the perfect length of the of course the antithesis of Joker's smile, and you just see the beautiful bat jaw and long pointy ears, more solid, more gothic. Love that first introduction of Catwoman. I love first introduction, and it's like the trio of them, the three together. Again, penguin flying across the gods' faces and in the splendor of Gotham. And Catwoman's just having fun. Okay, so the fight with Catwoman. Lots of it's pure karate. So again, let's begin. Front kick, Batman blocks. Left. Uh, okay, so she does a left because she's fighting with claws, so she always fights open-handed. That's what we should always do. So she does a left right-handed and does a 360 and hinges a right. So she does a double hit. Batman blocks both of them, but at the second he holds it. Instead of just blocking it, he holds it. So he's just like, what the fuck am I dealing with here? And he receives a palm, head to the face. Again, he dodges the wrong kick. sidekick. Oh, and sidekick, and now that's what I like about this Batman. He took the first hit to understand her fighting style, and now that she comes again at him, he knows he already knows all her ways. So she does the round kick and the face palm again, but that time it doesn't work. Bang! She goes down. I'm a woman. Acid in your arm. So that was a great shot. So he throws an acid bomb in her arm, so she let go. Yeah, and I love how he lands on the catwalk, on the roof, on the edge of the roof, and it's like he's a creature, like he's a four-legged creature, and she's just falling, so he grabs her, excuse me, and so first intimate scene with the both of them. I love how she's just going through the armor, chasing for the weak points, and Batman's like, yeah. It's like Batman is not even human anymore. He's like a sculpture of a demon. He, it's like, yeah, whatever hurt me, I don't give a fuck. I'll throw you down the fucking roof. Oh, you hurt me? So bang! Are you in pain, sir? Again, one of my favorite quotes. Are you in pain, sir? No, not really, because the physical pain part is he doesn't care. Batman doesn't care about the physical pain. Batman is up there. Bruce's psyche and Batman's psyche are only pain all the time, 24/7, no breaks, nothing, always driving to the edge of madness. So Alfred asks a simple question, are you in pain, sir? No? He's fucking bleeding from his. He has a fucking claw in his ribs. Are you in pain? No. Well, not really. Like I am in pain all the time, but this claw in my ribs, whatever. It's like he got punched in the face, and it's like, eh. And we're halfway through the movie. So yeah, I'll do this movie in two parts. So as always, well, I think I'll upload this one first, and yeah. So it's already an hour and a half. So yeah, guys. I hope I'm such in awe of this movie. Sometimes I can't speak because I'm just again relishing in the greatness and the jaw-dropping scenes and jaw-dropping acting and jaw-dropping directing and everything. So please don't hold it against me. So this is the first of two parts. I'll finish it very soon. So thanks for watching, guys. And again, it has been another Batman video. So see you soon for another one, or maybe something else. Take care, guys.